Hey guys, it's Elctromagnetic here, and this is What If Naruto Used Uzumaki Clan Techniques, Part 6. And so, I hope you guys enjoy. Writing the CRA pairing was a bit interesting. There'll be more of that in the next episode of this, but this will be this will be more of starting it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and without further ado, roll the intro. Naruto was standing in front of the doors to the first exam. He was waiting for his team to show up. They had arrived 1 hour early, though there was still a reasonable amount of people in the room. Good job, guys. I trust you can handle anything they throw at you. Also, remember to watch each other's backs, and I will soon be the head of a tuning squad. Good luck, and I hope you guys can do it, Naruto said as he walked away. 20 minutes later, Naruto walked into the Hokage's office. There were already 5 people there, not including Hiruzen. One of them was a Kage. Another one looked to be his son, and the Jonin and Sensei of the last 3. Hello, Naruto, Hiruzen said. Hey, Jiji-sama, Naruto said. Who are they? That is the Kage, Inoki, his son, Kitsuchi, and Kitsuchi's daughter, Kurosuchi, and Kurosuchi's teammates, Akatsuchi and Mitsuchi. It's a pleasure to meet you all, Naruto said, being polite. Naruto, as of right now, you are legally married to Kurosuchi. However, we will wait 2 years to have the wedding. In the meantime, Kurosuchi will be living the Leaf, and when your team becomes Chunin, she will join you guys on harder missions. He's a Jonin? Kurosuchi said, standing up suddenly. That's not possible. He's my age, and he looks weaker than me. Kurosuchi, sit down, Inoki reprimanded. Sorry, Gigi, Kurosuchi said as she sat back down. I think they should have a spar, so they can get to know each other's strengths. It would have to happen anyway, because Naruto doesn't really respect people who aren't strong, Hiruzen said. 20 minutes later, Kurosuchi had lost their spar, but managed to hit Naruto twice, earning his respect. Her and her team had then gone to the exam room. Naruto had gone to the Jonin lounge to watch the exams on a glass screen that was similar to Hiruzen's globe. After the first exam, the remaining genin went to the Forest of Death. Naruto started to feel some unpleasant chakra. He recognized the chakra from the seal on Anko's neck, and immediately connected it with Orochimaru. He took Kakashi with him and sent Asuma and Kurenai to go alert the Hokage. When they arrived, Naruto was using his Mind's Eye of Kagura bloodline to pinpoint Orochimaru's location. Even though his signature was suppressed, Naruto could still find it. When they arrived, Orochimaru was toying with Sasuke. Orochimaru was holding a heaven scroll in one hand and was using it to smack Sasuke lightly here and there, goading him to attack harder and become enraged. Acting quickly, Naruto summoned his Black Harpy and then used a combination jutsu with it to blast Orochimaru away from Sasuke, which has caused Orochimaru to drop the scroll in the process. Sasuke, get you and your teammates out of here. We'll hold off Orochimaru and cover your escape. He's one of the Sannin, and I am impressed that you were able to do as well as you were, even though he was holding back. Now go. Sasuke grabbed the scroll Orochimaru had dropped, and then he, Sakura, and Ino took off towards the tower on their summons. Well, Orochimaru, Naruto said, as a single adamantine chain came out of Naruto's stomach. It was covered with wind chakra, making the plants, leaves around it, shake. What's it gonna be? You're gonna fight 2 elite Jonin? Reinforcements are on their way, so we don't have to hold you off for too long. Orochimaru snarled, knowing that he would be hard-pressed to beat Naruto and Kakashi. Add to that fact, Hiruzen was probably on his way right now, and that was not something Orochimaru wanted to do. So he sank back into the ground, with a snarl on his face, saying that he would get the Uchiha later. "Come on, Kakashi-senpai," Naruto said. "We have to get to the tower." He and Kakashi then body flickered to the tower. 6 days later, Naruto and his team were on the training ground. They had all passed the second stage of the Chunin exams. Neji, Shino, Shikamaru, Gaara's team, Kurosuchi's team, a team from Kiri, and a team from Kumo, which included someone named Yukato Ni, had all passed. So in this, what if Yukato is Naruto's age? Back to the story. The rebels had just won the Civil War in Kiri and sent a team to prove that they were still strong. The members from the Kiri team wanted to see if the Konoha shinobi were worthy of using the 7 blades that they had captured. Somehow, all the people that Naruto gave the swords to won their respective matches using the swords. Right now, Naruto and Team 7 were going on a 3-week training trip. When they got back, Naruto would teach them some jutsu and help them with speed for about a week before the final stage of the Chunin exam started. They were going to go and hunt down missing nin. Naruto had explained that they were getting experiences from finding these missing nin, which would be invaluable to them in the Chunin exams and if they became Chunin. They could gain tricks that they probably couldn't get except through fighting to kill. Naruto had also explained how they were going to do it. They would choose a target and then pick one person from their team to fight that target. The person chosen to fight would have a couple of days to learn new moves and find a strategy to take down the target. 1 month later, the finals. In the past 4 weeks, Team 7 had tracked down 17 missing nin and learned multiple new jutsu. They were currently in the Chunin stands. The stands were riddled with tons of Naruto clones hinged into different people, some civilians and some ninja. Another clone was outside the village sabotaging the summons. The real Naruto was also in the crowd, along with the real Hiruzen. A clone of his was in the Hokage's booth. Naruto had sent Orochimaru's bodyguards inside to trap Orochimaru. He brought this plan to Hiruzen and Hiruzen accepted. When Orochimaru was revealed, Naruto guessed that he would set up a barrier to stop anyone from interfering with his and Hiruzen's fight. While he was occupied with a Hiruzen clone, Naruto and a few clones would kill Orochimaru's bodyguards and replace them in holding the barrier until the invasion was stopped. After that, they would then deal with Orochimaru. Naruto had left the clone in the leaf when he left on the 3-week training trip with Team 7. While he was gone, he'd managed to save Hayate from the sand jonin. But Naruto still faked Hayate's death so that the sand and sound wouldn't get suspicious. From what Hayate had said, they had learned of an invasion from the sound and the sand. The sand was being forced into an invasion by Orochimaru, who had captured Raza. They had also learned of the location of the base where Raza was being kept and sent 6 Jonin to go and retrieve him. They then also told all the other Kage that the Chunin exams were being postponed in order to deal with the threat. Right now, Sasuke's fight was going on. Sasuke charged up what looked like a Chidori. In reality, it was a 5-pronged seal disguised by a seal in Sasuke's arm that released a cloud of electricity that hovered around his hand. Sasuke rushed forward and managed to get past Gaara's defense, placing the 5-pronged seal on him. Naruto had visited Gaara and placed a temporary seal on him that blocked Shukaku from controlling him, but it didn't stop his voice. Gaara had wholeheartedly agreed to help Naruto if he could help fix the seal. Naruto explained the plan to Gaara, his siblings, and his sensei. None of them actually wanted to join in on the invasion, but they were being forced to, otherwise Raza would be killed. As soon as the seal was fully fixed by Sasuke applying the 5-pronged seal, the invasion started. 30 minutes later, everything was running smoothly. Orochimaru was trapped, his bodyguards were dead, and the Oto shinobi were being killed, whereas the Suna shinobi were being knocked out. Gaara and his team were also helping to convince the Suna shinobi to back down. 30 minutes later, all the Suna shinobi were rounded up and sent back to Suna, where they would find Raza. Almost all the Oto shinobi were killed, and a few were captured for information purposes. Hiruzen then went to fight Orochimaru, who tried to summon the previous Hokage to fight, but Hiruzen stopped him and fought him to a near tie. Hiruzen took a soldier pill before doing what he should have done a while ago and killed Orochimaru. He was then taken to the hospital to get his injuries treated. 4 days later, Naruto was summoned by the Hokage to the Hokage's council room. The Shinobi Council, Hiruzen, and the advisors were all there. As soon as he walked in, he noticed the Fire Daimyo was there and quickly bowed. "Daimyo-sama," Naruto said. "Ah, Naruto. We were just discussing you. Your actions in the last month have saved this village. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have known about the invasion and Leaf might have fallen." Hiruzen was saying he was stepping down as Hokage and has chosen you as his successor. I wholeheartedly agree, because who better than to take the mantle of Hokage than Hokage's son and the savior of the village, the daimyo said. At this point, only years of training kept Naruto from gaping. So, as a quick test, we want to see what you will first do when you become the Godame Hokage. Whatever you answer, we will expect to see in the near future. If it is satisfactory, then you will become the Hokage. If it is not, then we will have to reconsider. He finished. Naruto thought for a few moments, before carefully saying, "I think I will recall the sleeper agent, Itachi Uchiha, along with Tsunade of the Sannin. We need better medical programs. In addition to that, I think I will change the academy graduation requirements, along with my advisors, and then, with our new alliances, we will go after and eliminate the Akatsuki, the biggest threat on the horizon." Everyone looked shocked, but pleased at what Naruto was hoping to accomplish. "Well then, Hokage Dano," Fire Daimyo said, "I hope to work well with you in the future," and laughed. "Naruto," Hiruzen said, "before you start doing the Hokage duties, I wanted to let you know that you will also be married to Yuko Ni of Kumo and Temari no Sabaku of Suna. Now then, Naruto, let's get you settled in as Hokage. The announcement that you will be Hokage will be in 3 months. In 1.5 months, the tuning exams will be held. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. I will see you all later. Bye."